And hello everybody, welcome back to British Stand. I hope you're all well. Before we get into today's live stream, as always, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more. We're going to be going through some footage, as always. Of course, there has been a lot of protests erupting over yesterday, and particularly in the famous locations as such. Of course, Epping and, of course, the Britannia in Canary Wharf. And we've seen a lot of carnage unfold, let's put it that way, in terms of how the police are treating British patriots. Now, earlier on today, Clive Kelly, a Labour MP, came out and said that people that fly the St. George's flag and the Union Jack are extremists. So everyday people, this is what Labour MPs, the party in power, think of people that fly their own country's flags. Now, this is why we're seeing such hatred from other sections and people feeling that they can't fly their own nation's flag in this country because people at the top are saying this sort of BS. Whilst it's okay to fly any other country's flag in this country, firstly. Secondly, you can fly around flags that stand for a certain woke ideology, and you can have a month of flying LGBTQ flags, and that's perfectly okay. But when you fly the country's flag, whether it be the St. George's flag in England or, of course, the Union Jack, then you're almost deemed as an extremist. Now, we got some video footage, and I'm going to get to in a minute, of a lady in Epping who puts the Union Jack at the top of a building piece, stands there, and of course, look at the police reaction as they go on and arrest her. It's absolutely shocking to see. And in fact, talking about the police, I've got quite a lot of footage of the way that they're treating these British patriots in today's video. As stated, guys, please do get involved in the comment section below and in the live chat, and we'll get into the chat afterwards. But have a watch of this. I should add, this is in Canary Wharf, sorry. The next two clips are from Canary Wharf. Now watch the way that the police treat them.
Come on!
Now, you won't see this sort of police treatment at pro-Palestine protests. They just don't happen. And whilst I'm already a fan of the British patriots wearing masks, that's something that the far left do, you can see a clear two-tier policing system depending on what sort of flag you carry and what sort of flag you wave within the United Kingdom. However, let's have a watch of how they treat a unmasked lady in Epping putting a flag up in her own country.
But it looks like the police are trying to cause a scene. Look at that! Look what they're doing! Look what the police are doing! What are they doing? What are the police doing here?
Move down the stairs. It's not safe on these stairs. She's a woman.
What are they doing?
Just for the bottom of the stairs. Guys, just for the bottom of the stairs, please.
Have a look at this.
Now, yeah, that's shocking. Now have a watch of a lady in Epping say that she's calling for a boycott, and apparently the people of Epping are going to start boycotting the paying council tax, and this is a movement she's trying to get going, which is, I think, legal actually in forms of protest. Have a watch.
We refuse to pay the television licence fee. Furthermore, we will not pay council tax. As non-payment of taxes has long been a legitimate form of protest in our land, we call upon English people to join us in this peaceful stand. Raise the colours, fly the St George Cross across England, and the Essex County flag in our proud country. Let us unite in these actions, refuse the licence fee, withhold council tax, and display our flags with pride. This is our message, and we ask you to share it with the nation. Protect our children!
Now, this is modern day Britain. Depending on what side of the political spectrum you're on will be determined on how you're treated by the police and the establishment. It's diabolical, and it's coming from the top down. The way that the police are treating these individuals is obviously because of what they're getting told from the top. When you've got people like Clive Kelly coming out and saying that people that fly their country's flag are extremists, then this is the problem that you're going to create. It's coming from the top and it's working its way down to the bottom, which is absolutely diabolical to see in 2025. Now, as I stated, you see pro-Palestine mob. Their police do not use excessive force like that whatsoever. In fact, they don't use any force on people that are protesting pro-Palestine. Even those things are chaotic. Really, really chaotic, may I add. And yeah, certainly do pose a huge problem. And again, the police treat them differently, much differently. But yeah, Elon Musk reacted to the clip, of course, of that lady getting lifted. And he said, just give me a second. I can't remember what he said. I did have it in prepared, but clearly I didn't prepare it before the live stream. What did he say? What did what did Elon Musk say? Sure, he said, what have I got? Here you go. Oh, this is crazy. So about it, the original post was a woman has been arrested for flying a British flag at an Epping council building. Britain is a Soviet state. Elon Musk reposted it and then, of course, said this is crazy. And then there was another lady that was also arrested at one of the protests as well. One of them ladies being apparently arrested for causing incitement or racial hatred or something like this. But when you watch the video footage, it doesn't look like it's anything. So I think things are just being made up as they go along. But we've certainly seen what's going on due to this independent journalism, which is excellent to see. Tina says the only extremism I see here is Labour Tory and the Knob Squad allied Universal sue them into oblivion. Elon is all over it. He is. He literally is. He spent the whole day literally just posting, the whole weekend, in fact, posting about Britain. And in fact, I think he's going to be making an appearance on one of the Britain's podcasts. He asked the question, should I go on this podcast, after they invited him on there. It's one of the... You guys probably watched the podcast, actually. I can't remember the podcaster's name, but it's... I seen it on X this morning. He's like, should I go on this podcast? Crazy. The world's most influential, richest man in the world just going on some British YouTuber's podcast. And it's going to be speaking about all things in Britain, which is super cool. Jeff says, how many of our troops have gone to war flying a flag and how many never came back? This is a slap in the face. This has got to stop. It's absolutely disgusting. Question is, will it? Question is, will it? It has to stop, but will it? The police have started to get more violent since Mr. Bean, in quotations, said that the police should be more forceful during the peaceful protests. Is that the same Mr. Bean as the guy that's a part of the Fabian Society? Ruth says, yes, today I quit the BBC and loving the extra income. It took you long enough. It took you long enough. It took you long enough. Minnie Pup says, my flag is going up tomorrow. Love to see it, guys. Keep flying your flag high. It's a needs must. You shouldn't be ashamed for flying your country's, your nation's flag. It's crazy that we live in a country where this is deemed as extremism and bad. Anywhere else in the world, this is perfectly okay. In the UK, and as I said, there's a lot of, North Korea, you're allowed to fly your own flag. In fact, they'll probably push that you do fly your own flag in North Korea. For some reason in our country, you're not allowed to. It's crazy. Although what I would say for guys that are intending protests and whatnot, especially ahead of the September 13th, don't go in face masks, troop. Don't go in face masks. Show your face. I think it's important to show your face. We're not like the other mob. The other mob wear, face rags. Maybe because they're, of course, funded by the government and they're individuals that are a part of the establishment that are going there to cause a ruckus and cause trouble. But our movement shouldn't be we shouldn't be having people wearing face masks. It shouldn't be a thing, guys. And I don't really like to see it. Although I get sometimes why people do it, but try and show your face if you go into one of these. And especially on the 13th, Tommy, who's organising it, has told everyone to show their face. So it's probably best that we do that. Guys, that's it for this live stream. Some more videos coming up throughout the day. As always, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll